Hey there, it's the Top 40 Weekly team bringing you our countdown for the top 10 artists of the 1990s. If you'd like to see a full list of the top 100 artists of the 90s, then be sure to head to the link in the description below where we've got you covered. To kick things off at number 10, we have Dr. Dre. The West Coast hip-hop rapper and producer is famous for hits like Nothing But a G-Thang, which features Snoop Dogg. This song was released on Dr. Dre's solo album, The Chronic, in 1992. In 1995, Dre produced Keep Their Heads Ringin' on the soundtrack to the film Friday. Dre then went on to take part in California Love on Tupac's album, All Eyes on Me, in 1996, and closed off the decade with the hit song Still D.R.E. in 1999. Moving on to number 9, we have R.E.M. Most of their hit songs came in the early 90s. Some of their most popular and memorable songs from the 1990s include Losing My Religion, Everybody Hurts, Man on the Moon, Shiny Happy People, Night Swimming, and What's the Frequency, Kenneth? Overall, they were an easy choice for a top 10 90s artist for us. At number 8, we have the Beastie Boys. The hip-hop group formed in New York City in 1979. They were known for their energetic live performances and innovative blend of hip-hop, punk, and other genres. They had some big hits in the 80s like Fight for Your Right, Brass Monkey, and Shadrach, which helped pave the way to 90s hits like Sabotage, Intergalactic, Sure Shot, and So What You Want. Just like R.E.M., most of their biggest hits came in the early part of the decade. Coming in at number 7 on our list is the Smashing Pumpkins, who had a number of hits in the 90s. On their 1993 album entitled Siamese Dream, they had smashing songs such as Today and Disarm. In 1995, they followed it up with the album Melancholy and The Infinite Sadness, which included the tracks 1979, Bullet with Butterfly Wings, and Tonight Tonight. The band had several other hits as well, solidifying their spot in our top 10 rankings. As we move into number 6 on our list, we might have some debate. In this spot, we've got Beck. Beck had hits like Loser, which was released in 1993, and became one of the most successful and enduring hits. Other hits of his include Where It's At, Dreams, Devil's Haircut, and the funky songs Sex Laws and Deborah, which were released in 1999. Cracking the top 5, we have the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This iconic 90s band had plenty of hits that made their way up the charts. With so many hits, it could be difficult to narrow down a list of their best songs from the decade. Some of their most popular and critically acclaimed songs from the 1990s include Give It Away, Under the Bridge, Scar Tissue, Californication, and Suck My Kiss, to name a few. At number 4 on our list, we have Tupac Shakur. The highly influential West Coast rapper dominated the mid-90s. One example is California Love, which topped the charts at number 1 in July of 1996. He also created I Ain't Mad at Ya, Dear Mama, Hail Mary, and the socially conscious track, Changes, that addressed issues of race and inequality in America. The track was released in 1998 after Shakur's death in 1996. As we jump into the top 3, we've got Radiohead. Radiohead had some big hits in the 90s, including Creep in 1992, which was released on their debut album, Pablo Honey. In 1997, the band went on to release the album OK Computer, featuring popular songs like Paranoid Android and Karma Police. Moving on to number 2, we have Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam is easily one of the most iconic 90s bands. Their breakthrough hit was Alive from the 1991 album 10. This album also featured Black, which became one of, if not the band's biggest hits. The same album also included hits Jeremy and Even Flow. On their 1995 album Vitalogy, the band released the classic 90s song Better Man, solidifying them as one of the top 90s bands. And topping our list for the best 90s artists is Nirvana. The Washington-based group formed in 1987 and saw their songs reach new heights in the early 90s after the release of their second album, Nevermind, in 1991. The album has sold more than 30 million copies worldwide, making it one of the best-selling albums ever. This album includes songs like Smells Like Teen Spirit, Lithium, Come As You Are, and In Bloom, to name a few. The group then released Heart-Shaped Box as the lead single from Nirvana's third and final studio album, In Utero, in 1993. Well, that wraps things up. What do you think about our top 10 90s artists list? Do you agree, disagree, or think we completely missed one of the 10 artists here? Let us know in the comments below. Lastly, if you'd like to see more content from Top 40 Weekly, be sure to subscribe for more videos from us or head over to top40weekly.com. Thanks for viewing.